Hello, welcome back to Chris's Beer Reviews. Hope you're doing well. It's Friday evening, it's the bank holiday weekend, and it was only actually today that I realised it's a bank holiday weekend and I'm not at work on Monday. I was delighted when I realised that, so I hope you all have a great bank holiday weekend, and I hope to get some cracking reviews out for you this weekend. And we're going to start with a beer from Abbeydale Brewery, and this one's called Deliverance, and it's a West Coast double IPA, coming in at a lovely 8% ABV. There is the lovely Abbeydale artwork that's on there, really good looking artwork on their can. I picked this one up from a off license in Hitchin, which is in Hertfordshire, called Tudor Wines. They're not online, but they do have an Instagram page. Lovely service in there, and I picked this one up from there, and I'm trying to remember the price, and I'm waffling because I can't remember the price. I think I've seen it on Trembling Madness website for £4.50. I think in Tudor Wines, I think it was within that mark, £4.50, £4.99 maybe. So yeah, it's a West Coast double IPA, and I love a West Coast IPA, one of my most favourite styles, West Coast IPA, but I don't actually review many. But then there's a lot of things that I drink that I don't review. There's so many beers that I drink and I don't review them on the channel, and some I really should. So that's why I'm going to do this one, because I love a West Coast and it's a double IPA. So I thought I've got to do this one on the channel. So let's crack on. Let's stop the waffling. Let's get it in a glass, see how she looks, how she sniffs, and importantly, how she tastes. I've had a really busy week as well. So it's such a busy week, so I'm so delighted that it's a 3-day weekend for me. For anyone that does have to work bank holidays, I feel for you. It's nice to have a 3-day weekend, and there's so many people that don't get bank holidays off. And I was having this discussion with someone earlier on today about bank holidays, but I remember as a kid all shops were closed on Sundays and all shops closed on our bank holidays. And I think for people that work in retail, you know, they need a break. They work so many hours, so bank holidays should be bank holidays. Everywhere should be shut on a bank holiday. It's like a normal day, isn't it, for most? So yeah, bank holidays, there should be back to tradition where everything closed, just like they used to on a Sunday. Anyway, I'm really going off on one, aren't I? So let's get back to the beer. So there it is in the glass, nice little head on it. It's slightly hazy, and there is a fair old amount of floaters in there, which I wasn't expecting to see actually. And I don't mind a bit of sediment in a beer. I don't mind it, but there's a lot in there. It looks like it's full of pepper because they're quite dark, but there's a lot. I don't know if this will show up on camera. I don't know if you can see the amount of floaters that are in there. There's an awful lot. I've not seen that much for a long old while. Anyway, let's see how she sniffs. I was expecting bolder on the aroma, but it does still smell good. You can come in. I was expecting bolder. It's nice aromas. It has got quite a mango-y type feel, which a lot of West Coast are big on sort of citrus, but this has got a mango element. Mango and a little bit of grapefruit. I was expecting different on that aroma. I was expecting a real sort of grassy and real pininess, especially being a double West Coast, but actually, and it is a bit hazy, it is a bit more. On aroma, it's a bit more New England IPA. There we go, I'm doing my silly hand swapping that I do. I'm definitely getting mango. Slight bits of grapefruit and more of that tropicalness, more of the tropical aromas. So let's see how she tastes. Cheers, everybody. And again, it's not what I was expecting on the taste. I was expecting big, piney, almost resinous bitterness. And it is bitter. Now it's getting bitter, actually. Now the bitterness is coming. Now it's piney. The mouth feels nice. Has got a resinous feel to it. It is piney. It can feel a bit of that 8%. It does feel slightly warm in there. Just sort of in this part. It does feel a bit warm. But I was still expecting a bolder, grassy, Mine's gone blank. Grassy piney is what I was expecting. Grassy and floral was what I was really expecting. And it doesn't deliver that. It is bitter. It has got that piney bitterness, almost drying. But it has got a lot of the tropical taste to it, like the mangoes, etc. And being a West Coast, and certainly being a West Coast double, I was so expecting it to be bold on the floral, bold on the citrus, bold on that pine, and it doesn't actually deliver that. It doesn't feel like a West Coast to me. It really doesn't. I'm a bit disappointed actually, and I've been looking forward to this one all day. It's confusing. It's confusing for me because it has got more tropical flavours than it has kind of West Coasty flavours. It's like it doesn't know what it wants to be. It's kind of sitting in the middle of both. It's got a bit of tropicalness. It's got mango, tropical flavours, stone fruit flavours. And then on the West Coast side, which you'd expect to be floral and grassy and piney and citrusy, they're too low. They're in there, but they're really muted. Doesn't deliver that in the big way that I was expecting it to. That's a shame because I was really looking forward to it. And it is pleasant, but in my mind I already had an idea of what it should be and it hasn't reached that. But that's life. That's the way it goes. Would I recommend it? Pardon me. It's quite well carbonated. Would I recommend it? I can't answer that. I don't know. Would I drink it again? No. Would I buy it again? No. So would I recommend it? If you go in a shop, if you go in an off licence and you see it, pick one up. But I wouldn't go out my way to buy it again. It just can't decide what it wants to be. There are good flavours in there, but it's just not enough of a West Coast. It's just not West Coasty enough for my liking. That's all I'm going to say. I'm done. I'll see you on the next one. Have an amazing weekend and take care. Stay safe. Bye, everyone.